Toastmaster Pooja.
Yes.
Toastmaster Pooja, to be or not to be? To be or not to be Toastmaster Pooja?
Thank you. How many of you here have bosses? You will understand my story today. And how many of you here have a boss? And how many of you here are a boss?
Of myself.
These are the people who have been bossed around and now are taking revenge. Good morning, Toastmasters and my dear friends.
Good morning.
There are leaders, and then there are leaders. Ratan Tata had an affiliative leadership style. Bill Gates had an innovative leadership style. And Shri Narendra Modi has a democratic leadership style. These are few leadership styles. But I learned my leadership style from my grandfather and father, who had more of a pace-setting leadership style. They led by example. Let me explain you this through a life story of mine. On 1st July 2018, I entered my new office as the executive assistant to the director. I was super excited because now I just had to lead a team of 50 people, take reports, and hand it over to my director, right? Easier said than done. On the very first day, the horror began because my team of 50 members were double my age and all Bengalis. Yes, I am a non-Bengali who has stayed in West Bengal but cannot speak Bengali. And now, my team members confabulated in Bengali and did not include me in their informal meetings. I felt left out. I tried to be polite and be included. However, I sent them emails, ran to their desks, asked for files, again ran to their desks, but all in vain. They did not understand the deadlines. And whenever I went to the table and said, "Hi, এখন আমি ব্যস্ত আছি পড়াশুন right now I'm very busy, come later." Really? Okay. Within 2 months, I was hushed to my CEO's office and managed to get a scolding. What is this, Pooja? You have not been able to complete any of your tasks within the deadline. On top of that, your colleagues are complaining about your ineffective communication behavior and bossy nature. What? Really? I now had to change my leadership style. I decided I have to focus on their emotional needs. So, I completed all the tasks which were incomplete, marked the email to my boss, and complimented the colleague who was supposed to do it. So, now my colleagues understood that my tenacious nature is to stay here and sail through this difficult ocean where I did not know about the language and culture. To add on top of this, I found out that one of my colleagues was supposed to get married, and I arranged for an Ai Guru Bhat lunch. Everyone was impressed with the fish's head served on the plate. So now they accepted me and helped me complete the tasks. Within no time, I was my boss's favorite. Through this, I learned that I have to change my leadership style according to the situation. I did not focus first on the emotional needs of my colleagues, but I was just leading by example. I was focusing on the productivity and performance, and I expected them to do their jobs. But when I realized that the situation is different, I'm unable to be an effective communicator, I focused on shifting my focus and talking about I focused on talking about their needs. Isn't this how Toastmasters is? Focusing on leaders helping each other build each other's leadership style to help everyone become a leader. When I rejoined CJTM, I saw my dear friend Toastmaster Mehul was now a president. And Toastmaster Ronak, whom we had inducted in CJTM, was now an area director. That's the beauty of a leader. You do not know about their existence, but once their work is done and aim is fulfilled, people say we did it ourselves. To conclude with, when I resigned from my organization, my boss wrote a beautiful message for me. He said, "A leader knows the way, shows the way, and goes the way." We are proud of you, Pooja. That made my day and also added a feather in my cap to know that I know when to change my leadership style, to know if I have learned something from my grandfather and father, I need to change and become a better leader. So, my dear friends, I want to ask all of you, what do you want to do? To be or not to be? To be a leader or not to be a bossy character? Dear friends, go back today and think about it. What are you? A boss or a leader? Thank you.